The Virginia Lottery has new scratchers on the first Tuesday of every month. Every month. And nothing interrupts.
That's right, Jill. Nothing interrupts new games every Tuesday.
Frank!
Sorry. For more information, visit VALottery.com/Tuesday.
97.1 FM Talk.
On demand audio.
People think that the President of the United States has the power for debt forgiveness. He does not. He can postpone, he can delay, but he does not have that power. That has to be an act of Congress.
Well, it's not often you'll hear me agreeing with the lady on the other end of that voice, which is Nancy Pelosi, but she kind of spelled this out long before it ever got to the Supreme Court, long before Joe Biden played his poker hand at trying to convince gullible Americans that he had the power to cancel their debt, and that if it didn't get canceled, it was the Republicans' fault. That's what that game was about. So he lost at the Supreme Court level. Now he's making another end run around it, thinking he can cancel some other debt. And this morning we've got Sheng with us, litigation counsel for the new Civil Liberties Alliance. And Sheng, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, for people who may not be familiar with it, what is it President Biden's administration is trying to do now with student loan cancellation?
Well, as you said, the Supreme Court ended his $500 billion attempt just to give money away. But after that, immediately after, actually, the same afternoon as the Supreme Court decision, Biden got a press release or a press conference and announced a whole slew of new initiatives. And one of these initiatives is actually something that's been kind of insidiously been going on for a while. But he suddenly announced it's going to be $39 billion of cancellation going out in August 2023, based on a press release that the Department of Education sent out over a year ago that nobody really paid attention to because, again, who reads every press release an agency sends out?
Sure.
And that, what it said, was it relates to these programs that Congress enacted that get you forgiveness if you make a certain number of monthly payments under qualified repayment plans. And some of the plans say you need 10 years of making monthly payments. Some plans say 20 and some plans say 25. But what the Biden administration is doing is they're saying, actually, if you don't make any payments, that also counts as a monthly payment towards your forgiveness. If you go into forbearance for up to 3 years or more, forbearance being defined as a period of time where you don't make any monthly payments, that actually counts towards your 10-year or 20-year or 25-year requirement. And that's just going outside the deal that Congress authorized. Again, Congress also said you have to make a certain number of monthly payments to get forgiveness. And Biden is saying, no, you don't. Non-payments can count as monthly payments. And as a result, a number of people suddenly qualify for monthly payment for forgiveness that they otherwise wouldn't. They were under forbearance.
Yeah, that sounds like special math. I don't know. It sounds like they were looking for a loophole and they created one themselves by claiming that in some cases, correct me if I'm wrong, the numbers were added up incorrectly and some more people qualified than they realized. Wasn't that one of the arguments they made?
Well, yeah, that's actually, I think it's very misleading because what they're saying is, oh, this is all just correcting record-keeping flaws and problems. And maybe there's some of that, but actually the larger portion of it, it's not a record-keeping problem at all. It's just them recategorizing periods where they know, 100% know, that someone didn't make monthly payments and categorizing that as a monthly payment. That's not a record-keeping fix. That's just redefining what monthly payment means to include not paying.
Yes, true. Sheng Li, my guest, litigation counsel for the new Civil Liberties Alliance. So you're going to court, is that correct, to try to challenge this?
That's right. So it looks like at least 3.6 million people are getting these credits and therefore getting more forgiveness. And the first wave of them is 800,000 for a total of $39 billion. And that's to happen in August. So we filed a lawsuit just last week telling the court, hey, you got to stop this before the money goes out the door, because once the money leaves, it's really hard to put the genie back in the bottle.
Sure.
But again, this is only 800,000 of the 3.6 million. So if you think about it, there's another almost 3 million people that are supposed to get benefit or get accelerated forgiveness down the line. So the overall cost is going to be substantially larger than the $39 billion that's happening later in August.
So, Sheng, how quickly are you expecting to hear from the court? They don't have much time.
Yeah, that's right. It's a tough decision for the court because they have about a week to decide. So it's very difficult. Everyone's put in a very difficult position here. We had to move very fast. We're asking the court to move very fast. It's all results in the fact that the president and the Department of Education announced on July 14th that $39 billion is going out the door in 30 days.
Yeah.
That doesn't give anybody really enough time to respond and to figure out what exactly is going on and then respond accordingly.
Well,
it's just, I think the administration has put everybody in a very difficult position.
I would agree completely. Listen, Sheng Li, we appreciate your time. People can find out more at nclalegal.org. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Absolutely. So I'm glad somebody's stepping up and challenging. It's just $39 billion. I mean, it's pocket change if you win the Mega Millions jackpot, right? Come on.
Get more at 971talk.com.
Ready to party like it's 1979? Then boogie on in to Royal Farms for Chicken Palooza Disco Style. For a limited time, get a 2-piece chicken meal, white, dark, or tenders, and Royal Farms Western fries for just $6, with a portion of each sale donated to a local charity. Plus, register to win Royal Farms world-famous chicken for a year. It's a celebration! So hustle on in and tell them you heard it on the radio. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms. 10 cents from each chicken box sale will benefit local charities.